very strong carry for them in the lane so that they can get through the late game. So Celeste, if she goes through, I think they might pick her up. CP Idris is another option. So possibly what they're saying is we have two different options. You can't take both. We'll get one or the other.
Well, they really have three options because you also have the Scarf in that mix as well.
True.
So they're guaranteed to get one of those strong CP laners. It is Kroll and Celeste for Cloud9. Again, a very strong control. Oh, okay, Tempo Storm.
I mean, I don't even know what to say about
When in
this
doubt,
one.
try and throw your opponents off their game. That's all I can imagine.
You can have CP Fortress jungle, Weapon Power Grace lane, and then Arden camp.
Well, sometimes you need to wish upon a star, and Tempo Storm, I hope they all wished with this one. This is pretty wild stuff, Cannon.
Yeah, I mean, I know Iraqi is talking about stuff that he's seen from his untested sort of, stuff that he's done in scrims. They hadn't yet had a chance to play it in competitive, but certainly the first time that I have seen a lane fortress, lane CP fortress, and obviously running essentially a triple captain build, but with the weapon power Grace coming out as well. I'm really wondering, Grace has actually picked up a book of eulogies here. I'm wondering if it's actually going to be lane Grace, obviously.
Yeah, it
and
should
then
be.
God of, yeah, and then obviously God of Sins playing the CP Fortress jungle, so that's very interesting. I'm guessing this is just literally a all-in dive Celeste build. Like, you just literally throw the kitchen sink at Celeste and hope the kitchen sink knocks her out, otherwise you're pretty boned.
Yeah, pretty much. I think this is a troll tasty bacon comp right here. If you're gonna draft this comp, you're not gonna go weapon Arden.
Exactly. You don't have weapon Arden.
Shame on you.
Tasty Bacon's probably crying at the analyst desk right now.
Yeah, I'm crying and casting at the same time. It's okay, Tasty Bacon. At least he'll have a moment. Let's see if he has a tear in his eye when we get back to them on that analyst desk. But you know, let's break this one down. What's the way? I mean, you say just throw the kitchen sink at Celeste. Is it that simple?
I mean, yes. as far as I see it, it's gauntlet, throw everything, including, like we said, the kitchen sink at Celeste, and see what happens. And I think it's up to Gabe Vizzle doing a lot of peeling here. Joseph's going to have to be picking the right target to apply those weakness stacks too, but there isn't really much finesse in this tempo composition. This composition is just all in outright aggression with
if that's
very little in between.
Go with that, just like Echo Arden like pretty quick in this game.
Oh yeah, totally. I'm down for the Echo Arden, dude.
Yeah.
That makes me happy.
It's very hard for a hero like Celeste to deal with that. A lot of times you're able to reflex, get yourself out of one of those. Two becomes much more difficult. If a team could do it, I think having Gabe Vizzle on your side would probably be a pretty good place to start.
Yeah, I think Crucibles and I think Reflex blocks are going to be of the highest priority in this game, Humanist. The Gabe Vizzle and Joseph looking to get a little bit aggressive in their opponent's jungle.
They took the backs, but the back train's able to spawn now, and Tempo as 3 rotate, kind of zone C9 out, so at least they're able to get one there.
Absolutely, Old School's going to back off here. Got their work cut out for them this game, it feels, Humanist, because goodness me, I mean, everything coming this way. God of Sin's going to stick on the Stormguard banner, going to pick up his items towards the Aftershock, first big power spike for that CP Fortress. Obviously doing a huge amount of damage with just that item alone. In Old School, he's going to be in a tough position.
Hello! he just drops one Helio. He boots himself out of there. That's a pretty big bummer for Tempo Storm. Yeah, 3. You want Old School, not able to get him. It's hard to watch.
It sure is, my friend. Sure is. I'm wondering if it's going to be Tension Bow. I imagine it's Tension Bow and Gatsby coming out first. I mean, you are just looking for that massive mid-game burst damage. Joseph's coming through, trying to put pressure onto God of Sins here. He's not scared. He's got that level advantage over the Fortress again. It's going to give him a small amount of advantages when it comes to dueling his opponent. And C9 doing what they can to just try and steal away these forward Treants. Did a lot of it in the last game as well, Humanists. They just try and take every little advantage that they can.
Yeah, they're basically like, all right, your jungle belongs to us now. You can do your best to try and take some of it away, but It's probably not going to work out too well for you. Goddessins trying to apply some damage. Core Collapse comes down. Fortress stunned up. Holy Nova off the mark. It's going to be a Vanguard. Buying Goddessins just a little time. The activation on the Spectre Smite doesn't find him. Goddessins goes back in. I mean, I like the aggression, dude, but wow. He just got lit up. Core Collapse finds the stun. Old School just target practice out here. And C9 find 2.
Damn, and that's what happens when you don't get the kill straight away and things turn around and suddenly you're left with your literal tail between your legs if you're Fortress and getting chased down by C9, because once you've used those gap closing abilities, especially pre-6 for the Ardent. Goodness me.
Oh, Gaspy's getting lit up. One more attack, something. He gets a Vanguard and a Fountain. What do you know? Lost Blade dropping the Fountain on him there.
Yeah, a bit of an overkill. Think Vanguard muff, but better safe than sorry, I suppose, Humanist, isn't it?
I guess, especially when Lost Boys got the Dragon Blood contract as well. It's like Protector would have been working out for them better this game. Wouldn't make sense overall, but this is C9 up 3K in the net worth lead about 5.5 minutes in.
And this tempo composition is going to feel really bad, man, especially when you're behind. You know, when you decide to steamroll with this composition, you decide to sort of start things churning out as quickly as possible, try and get those kills early on, try and snowball from that, continue the aggression, find every engage that you can. It's kind of the deal with this tempo composition. If you're behind at this point in the game, it's only going to get worse from here. I think we're really going to be keeping our eye on how Lost Boy Toff uses these gauntlets. I think they're going to be influential. You know, the gauntlet in the right place, especially with no reflex block on Old School right now. If you lock him in, it's a good position to be in.
Oh, the stun, the Githian wall. Lost Boy can't keep himself alive. He's chopped down from Hell's Heart into the Impale. Holy Nova buying just a bit of time. They slap Gaspy against the wall and chop him down. Cloud9, no mercy. You'd think they'd let up just a little bit, Scoundrel, but you'd be wrong.
I don't think Cloud9 even know how to let up. They don't even know the meaning of the phrase, Humanist.
They don't know how to let up. This is one of the most truthful things I've ever heard you say.
It's as if everything that I say isn't truthful.
Well, think about that one for a little bit. Gaspy went for the Sorrow Blade instead of the Tinted Bow, which we were talking about. He's got a Lucky Strike as well. What's the play here?
Yeah, he's going for probably Sorrow Blade Double Tyrant's Monocle, I would imagine. Just going for the Shock and Awe build on the Grace, literally a little bit like the Tension Bow Double Tyrant's Monocle Grumpjaw build, where you just literally hit hard in a very short period of time. I imagine that they're looking for a big hitting Benediction, and that'll be the deal breaker when it comes to the fights. You know, if you can land a critical strike Benediction, because remember it does apply your heroic perk, so it means that weapon power damage is going to apply. Then that's where you're looking to get the majority of damage in conjunction with the Aftershock and the Truth of the Tooth coming out from Fortress. So I think, again, like I said, Toff needs to get 6, and then we might start to see some magic happen. But, I mean, Old School's now got the reflex block. He didn't have it previously, so he's got that get out of jail free card if he needs it.
I'd feel a lot better about this if Toff was Weapon Arden right now. Gaspy getting aged on. They just block off. They gauntlet, 2-man core, collapse the Solar Storm. Old School's doing just fine. They're still holding the Fountain, and I'm like, Tempo Storm, what are you doing? Gaspy, Divine Intervention on himself. Joseph having a little party down here, taking the laner down. The carry should be going down. It's Joseph in a 2-1. Gabe's here finally. Lost Boy drops down. Gaspy will be the first to fall. How's this gonna play out? God of Sins heading out towards the west side. Toff stunned up next to the gold miner. Impale comes down over the top, but he's already dead. And God of Sins, run, Fortress, run! But there is nowhere to go, alas. God of Sins is just food for Joseph. Joseph's gonna play with this food at this point. Joseph, where are your manners? There you go. He'll be able to take him down. And this is now 7-0. Cloud9. Who'da thunk it?
Yeah, beautiful mechanics from Old School. Great placement of the core collapse lands onto multiple members, aggressing Gaspy and God of Sins caught under the turret of C9 there. And again, that allowed the disengage to happen. That was a 2 versus 3, and Old School and Gabe Bizzle still came out on top. And like I said, a little bit late now, Joseph's actually already picked up his reflex block. The gauntlet doesn't mean much when that happens. And now Toff's got to go towards Crucible because he needs it to block the core collapse. But he also needs the Echo as they start to potential just warding C9 away. I don't think this is going to be a full engage.
They have 10 seconds before the Fountain will be available, and they're not going to go. They have successfully defended the Crystal Sentry.
Well done.
A valid effort.
Absolutely successful defense. But when you're playing a composition like this, how much of a win is of a defense, Humanist? Not a very big win.
Thanks for the answer. I was struggling.
I thought you might. That's why I filled in the blanks. But yeah, it's not a very big win if you're defending something as this composition, because literally 0% of your composition is supposed to defend.
Hey, Gaspy has defensive elements of his kit. So does Lost Boy. All right. Obviously, they shouldn't be on the back foot. They're down in net worth. We're 10 minutes in, 7-0, Cloud9. Tempo Storm still alive here, though. All right, let's be real. They have a chance. How much chance of a chance would you give them?
Never tell me the odds, Humanist. That's the what chance I'm asking.
Never tell me the odds. All right, Scoundrel. I won't tell you the odds.
Do you know the odds?
I think I'm pretty sure at about 5% to Tempo at this point. C9.
That's generous. That's generous.
Never tell me the odds, Scoundrel.
But you just told me the odds.
I gotta say, can't tell me the odds if I tell you the odds. C9 bearing down on the turret as Twitch chat wonders what are these casters talking about.
I think it's got to the point in the night where no one knows what we're talking about. There's the gauntlet.
Top nose has got the gauntlet. Joseph starts to get lit up. Get the wall onto 3. Doesn't find a stun. Gabe Vizzle. Truth of Tooth in from God of Sins. Looks like they don't want to chase. It's going to be what? The War Tread's going back the other way. Not going to find the engage. Old School laying down those Helios. From Hell's Heart's going to connect. 2-man get the wall into the impale over the wall. Lost Boy finding a bit of almost buying enough time for his teammate to do something. God of Sins. Rest in peace, dear God of Sins. It's been a rough one for you today, my friend, but welcome back to Vainglory8. Old School, he gets lit up with a nice get in the wall, peels Gaspy back. He can't even define an intervention himself. He needs an intervention. We need an intervention. Cloud9 on a tear.
Yeah, I think the fact that Cloud9 are just now steamrolling. They're 11 minutes into the game against a composition designed specifically to try and capitalize off early item spikes and run away with things. Maybe you get to the point where you get double Tyrant's Monocle on Grace, you find a good Benediction, no armor on Old School means you might be able to get a hard-hitting couple of basic attacks which might end up sealing the deal, but damn, I just don't think so at this point in time. You should really be trying to be the aggressors and be the ones ahead with Tempo Storm, and if you're allowing C9 to dictate the pace of all these team fights, you've already lost.
Well, what's tough is Gabe has an echo. Like you want to engage in. Lance is already good at peeling for this list. You've got Joseph with the From Hell's Heart, but Gabe can just throw a double gift in the wall, double impale, whatever he wants to, whatever he needs to do in this fight. So, wow, tough position to be in. Honestly, if Tempo Storm are able to find 1 or 2 kills here before the game's over, I'm gonna call that a win.
You know, I might even be in that camp, Humanist. I might even be in that camp.
Might be in that camp. Well, let's see. Gabe Vizzle poking around. He's gonna find the impale. Oh, From Hell's Heart blocked off. Gauntlet canceled. Gabe, no! Cancel the gauntlet. Feels bad. Not Lost Boy. Top Gaspy. Last one taken down. An ace for Cloud9. 12-0. Have mercy, please.
No, I think we already ascertained that Cloud9 don't even know the meaning of mercy. They're going to take the choke point turret down at 13 minutes into the game. You've got a 4-item build Celeste, accelerated there, gifted tribute by this roster of Tempo, as they gave over so many kills early on. Old School has been on absolute form this series, and his Celeste has got even better from that unified Western Live Championships. You can see C9 have really practiced, and Gabe Vizzle on his Lance is always a spectacle to behold. There've been some great peeling moments, Old School as well, with mechanically great with some of these core collapses. Humanist is tough position for Tempo, tough position.
It's a tough position indeed, man. Oh, I think that's a nice way to describe it at this point. Huge net worth advantage, kill lead, objective lead, pretty much everything. A moral victory happening for C9 as well. Feels good, man, for them here in week 1 of autumn season.
Yeah, I mean, it's absolutely fantastic. I mean, at this point in time, it's almost like coming into the first week is like flexing your muscles. You know, you've come back from the Unified Western Live Championships as the champions, the crown champions. You beat the then Immortals roster. And to have this kind of performance against Tempo is really sending a message.
Getting wall, Solar Storm rips through. Gaspy taken down. They're looking for more. Lost Boy top. Do something godly. He throw the gauntlet down, trying to buy himself Well, he does buy himself enough time to stay alive, so a small victory for Tempo Storm. Let's see, C9 probably want to look to close this game out. We'll have to play it carefully, even though they are incredibly far ahead. It's throwable. Every game is throwable if you know how to do it. C9 know how to not throw, so they'll be going back out.
And Gabe's picked up a lot of CP here, picked up the Shatterglass. This is something that we often used to see on Lances, maybe as a 5th or 6th item. Doing this increases some of the damage of your abilities, but also most notably increases the stun time on your Githian Wool, increases the root time on your Impale, so you gain a utility bonus by having the Shatterglass here. Also means he's going to stab a little bit harder when he does his combat roll. There's a CP scaling on that particular ability too. So Gabe is all just, you know, maybe saying that his Githian Wool duration more important than the Crucible, and
Tempo
the way he's going.
Tempo's got to make a play here. Impale blocked off, gotta send moves back. Lost Boy's on the front side of the fight here. Lost Boy getting stunned up. Combo, Solar comes on through. Old school, knocking him down as his team lines him up. Double kill. Beautiful plays here. Joseph will take the last kill. And that should be all she wrote. Cloud9 pretty much stomping on Tempo Storm here.
Yeah, I don't think I could phrase it any better, Humanist. I think you've come up with the best phrasing that we could potentially imagine. I think might even be contesting for the quickest game of the day here in the Vainglory8, and C9 look every bit as strong as we remember them. Incredible performance from them, a unique composition from Tempo, designed to get ahead early, designed to abuse early item spikes and put pressure onto the Celeste, but it didn't work out. When you play this composition from behind, you're going to have a bad time. And, well, a bad time is what Tempo had.